Good afternoon from Yami B TV. Wishing you all well today and hoping your weekend is going the best it possibly can. Just of late, I've been hearing a lot about narcissism and what it actually means and the different formulas that all the experts or so called experts come up with. And I'm wondering if we all got traits of that kind, especially being involved in that life, especially with the isolation for long periods on your own in a cell. All right. So I know now, I didn't know before, that narcissism on this form, the communication, if you're living in a relationship and you're not communicating and you're not you're not aware of the person you're living with, the feelings and what they're going through, and nothing's really been said that's hit home to make you recognize it, all those things, the real traits that I think are narcissism with the you're the center of attention, so you don't pay anybody else's feelings around you any mind whatsoever. So I ask you, are we, me, you? I have to agree that there are some serious traits that I had as narcissism. So for thinking and not feeling what the other person's saying, what do I know now? If I would have known before, they tell me that, Sam, you're making me feel this way. You're not doing enough that way. You're not. So if you take it on board, what they're feeling and how you made them feel and all the things that you didn't give them in that time you were together, if you say or feel that you're going to change it and make sure the next time you do it, are you going to do it in a way where you don't make those mistakes again? And I have to say, having faced it all now and knowing that it is a form of narcissism, what would I do different? I would do it different because I will make sure that I will never be responsible for making anyone feel the way that I made them feel. So, am I a narcissist? Have I become a narcissist? I leave it up to you. What does it all mean? I'm not a clinical expert. I haven't got a degree in it all, but I'm learning day to day. So, another form in the cat A's. So, with a drug addict, with substances, when something else is involved, where it's the one piece of thing that matters over all else, is that narcissism as well. So, I'm manipulating, conniving, cunning, callous, playing the game in the cat A's so that I get the one thing that's most important to me more than my life, which is that drug. But at the same time, I'm promising everybody, when you give me that, I promise you, give me that, I'm in trouble. I promise you, I'll kill him for you. I promise you, that's the extreme version. But I promise you, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, and that. So when you say it, what does that mean? It means, it meant to me that means that I have to back up what I said, and for the thing that really, in reality, is small fry, that little thing there, to sacrifice all that, to get all that, to just do and do what you said you was going to do because you wanted that at the time. Is that still narcissism? So that means that then that I said, all right, I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to do that. So basically, I'm backing up what I said. Is that a form of narcissism? I believe so as well. So I'm believing that developing narcissism ways from anyone that spent long periods in custody all alone, you have to develop some form of narcissism. The way around it, is it factual that if you know that what you're doing, and people like the victims of crime and that kind of stuff, if you know that you were wrong to make them feel that way and you do something about it, do you become unnarcissistic? Or is it you still had the narcissistic traits by the way that you were taught, and you think now the way you're going to do it now, you're rewinding and retuning yourself into not making people feel that way. Coming up shortly, oh, not coming up shortly, that's as well as coming up shortly, but also the message that I have been asked about over the months. I noticed over a period of time that I was giving away the silver and bits of copper, like you're hiding from delivering all of what you have in you by experiences that you've been through with my message to tell people to stay away from life. This means that, this means this. I come to the conclusion that the real message that's really important, that what you have inside you, you hold it and you give it all away. Because I start to realize that the most important thing is that every single person gets something out of a word, a sentence. It might be different from somebody else that you've helped in another way. Sometimes the majority resonate with the same feelings and the same thing. So others only take a little touch, but they still get help. So my belief now is you give away the golds and the diamonds and let everybody know detail for detail about that fake life, what it actually means by the false role models that we grow up with, and blah, blah, blah. So to help everybody, when you cross the line for the message, you've got to deliver everything you've got and make your message as powerful as possible and save lives as much as possible for the prevention and cure and solutions and blah, 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 to give great insight so that people that are aware and not aware, they got things to hold on to look out for, and blah, 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 blah. Coming up today, the day that I wore the Boy Scout uniform to con in the burglaries, to wear the Saudi Arabian gown as an Arab prince, to get into all them penthouse apartments. Also, dressing up as a salesman with the briefcase, with the tie. What did it all mean to me? Real narcissism? Yes, of the highest order. Or was it the way that we taught and we thought it was all right to gain self-esteem, and the things that we thought we placed importance of to bring, to say, blah, 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 if you get what I mean. Coming back in a minute, I'm going to shed light on what the reasons were, and the conning, the callousness, the cunningness, and all those things that went with posing as those positions to gain financially or some kind of reward for whatever you thought about it at other people's expense. Coming very soon in the next few minutes. See you. I love you all. Thank you.